Hey everyone, I'm Canon Explorer of Light and automotive photographer Larry Chen. I'm here to take you behind the shot of one of my favorite recent images. This year for Lunar New Year, Lexus reached out to me. They wanted me to photograph 3 of their vehicles to help celebrate the Year of the Tiger. I figured light painting as a photography technique would be perfect to showcase these cars and also incorporate my Asian heritage. We often use light painting as a cherry on top when we're photographing cars. We do it at night, we do it indoors, but oftentimes it's not the entire shoot. This is special in that from the beginning to the end, it was meant to be a light painting shoot. So we rented a warehouse in downtown Los Angeles. The 3 cars arrived from Lexus and we had 8 hours to photograph these cars. I wanted to get as many photos as possible. So when I initially started shooting, I was thinking maybe I could paint the car, light the car, get nice shots of the car itself, then add the light streaks afterwards. Because of the shot list and the ambitious amount of photos I actually wanted to get, I figured, you know what? Let's do what we do best, which is get everything in camera as close as possible. So for example, this is a shot where we started initially with just exposing the car, but we realized quickly that it would take way too long to put all of this together in post. So what I did was I had my assistant paint the car, light it properly, then I would come in with various colors and go do passes back and forth. And we just made as many attempts as possible. You can see how many different shapes, how many different dances, how many different techniques we actually used to get this one image. Because it was everything in camera, we relied on the Canon EOS R5 screen, which I just turned around, and it actually allowed me to place the initial movement with the wand. And once we released the shutter, I just did my dance, and however it came out is how it came out, and that's what ended up on screen. Light painting is a technique where you set a camera on a tripod, you do a long exposure, or you use the bulb setting to leave the shutter release open. Generally speaking, you set an aperture that's a little smaller. Use a light wand to light the subject or add light streaks. You can even use flashes. The point is you're creating a larger light source and you're drawing the photo with light. Once you're done with the painting, what you do is you just close the shutter, and what you end up with is what you end up with. You can do it where you stitch a bunch of photos together to make one image, or you can do what I did, which is do everything possible in camera to save time. For this project in particular, we decided to use the Canon EOS R5 camera because it's 45 megapixels. It allows us to blow these images up really big. For lensing, I figured let's use the sharpest possible zoom lens that Canon makes, which is the 2870 RF f2. This thing is such a beast. There is a huge element on the front. It's a 95mm filter, and I absolutely love it so much. The one that came out the best and the one that I'm the most proud of, I think, is the group shot. It really encapsulates all the techniques in one. You could see the top streaks here that cover the ceiling. That was actually from me sweeping the wands directly over the camera and then fading away, and then coming back in through the back with multiple passes. I actually went to a game recently and they actually used this photo in a Lexus advertisement, and I was so excited to see that.